So where's Brooklyn at? Yeah! Pullovers in the building. OZZIEHYPE, Ricky India. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy OZZIEHYPE, representing the Pure Lava Show. You know I comment on any and everything on YouTube. Gotta give a shout out to all my subscribers. Everybody that hit me up on the YouTube, whether it's the friend requests, calling me on my cell phone. Thanks a lot. It's well appreciated. You know I say it in each and every video anyway, so y'all already know that already. But thanks a lot for people that hit me up on the MySpace, Facebook, just Twitter, just everybody. Yo, this is a great interview. I gotta just shout out Charlemagne. If you don't know who Charlemagne is, he used to be with Wendy Williams in New York City on WBLS. They had a syndicated show. I mean, it was great. He was Wendy Williams' co-host. I mean, he definitely does his thing, and I heard he went to Philly, and as you can see, he's on the radio station, and I see is on 100.3. So shout out to Charlemagne. He's still doing his thing. It's my first time really listening to, I think this is his YouTube page, but shout out to Hip Hop Stand TV, you know. But this was an excellent interview with Beanie Sigel, and this right here is like one of the best interviews I heard in a while, like really heartfelt, like speaking from the heart. This is the first time I really even heard Beanie Sigel like really speak from the heart, because I know he's hurt, and I learned a lot. I mean, just listening to this. I mean, if you look at my YouTube page, I did this yesterday. I did a video on Beanie Sigel talking about Beanie Sigel and the situation with Jay-Z and stuff like that, and I still say it today that, I mean, there's always two sides to the story, but one thing I respect about Beanie Sigel, what I said in the last video, was that he didn't expose Jay-Z. And I respect that so much. I respect that to the max, because even though you have a disagreement with your friends, or it's a like y'all not even gonna talk no more, you still take to the grave the personal information that you might know about your friend. You don't, just because they hurt you, you still try to expose them. And one thing, he's hurt, but he never exposed Jay-Z. He's just talking about his feelings and how Jay-Z dealt with him. I learned a lot, like I said, with this interview. I mean, Beanie Sigel was a very intelligent person. Like, I always knew myself he was intelligent just listening to his music, but some people will perceive it as he's ignorant, you know. That's how he, but just listening to him more, yo, the guy's very well-spoken, intelligent dude. And I wish that more hip-hop, just to stray from the conversation, I wish that more hip-hop people, cats in the business can put that side out instead of the shooter about bang bang. Yeah, you got, you know, you talk about certain things that go in your hood, but everybody talks about that. But just to point out, like, still having fun with the music and making people dance, but just pointing out that intelligent side at the same time. You don't have to sound like Common or some, you know, Black Thought or whatever like that. You don't have to sound like any of the, you know, conscious music, but you have to sound real and talk on real subjects that everybody know. I wish more artists would do that. But Beanie Sigel is an intelligent dude. I can't wait for his album to come out, The Closure, but I can't wait till he put out the album after that, because I think that he's really gonna just go in and just, you know, listen, I'm gonna be myself, and things that people just need to hear, and we gonna have fun, still dance, but I'm gonna still give you that material and having fun. Just getting back to the Jay-Z situation, I think the problem is, even listening to Beanie Sigel, Charlemagne asked him, well, when the last time you talked to Jay-Z? He said 2 years ago. Now I see where the problem is at. I think what happened within the camp of Jay-Z, I think that a lot of people, his association, come to Jay-Z and they start throwing little comments, and they say, oh, Beanie Sigel is going to get you, Beanie Sigel hates you, Beanie Sigel going to set you up, Beanie Sigel is mad at you. And I think that it was all speculation, and it makes Jay-Z more paranoid, you know what I'm saying, to look at Beanie Sigel in a certain way, because he knows how Beanie Sigel gets down within the camp. So he probably felt like, you know what, Beanie Sigel might try to get at me and do me harm. Not knowing that it was just probably all speculation, because if you haven't talked to the man, how would you know what he's gonna do? So of course he's gonna get paranoid. He's gonna start turning on Beanie Sigel and separating himself from him, because people around him is telling him something that's like, you know, these rumors or these I heard conversations, and then all it is he didn't talk to the man, you know what I'm saying, to find out how Beanie Sigel feel. He didn't talk to Beanie Sigel to see how he feel. He went along with probably what everybody was saying, what Beanie Sigel was saying, and it wasn't true, or probably wasn't true, or allegedly it wasn't true. It's just So I could see why Jay-Z will probably react to Beanie Sigel in a certain way, calling cops and having extra security. Lack of communication. That's what this whole thing is about, lack of communication. I'm just hoping that they just come together, and I hope this stuff get rectified. Because as you can hear, Beanie Sigel, he's hurt. It don't have nothing to do with money. It don't have nothing to do with the fame. It has something to do with friendship. Beanie Sigel was a ride or die person for Jay-Z. He said it. You know what I mean? And I think it just hurts him. When somebody betrayed, I had a friend that betrayed me. It brought me in tears. So I could just him talking, like, it don't have nothing to do with anything. You know what I'm saying? Like money or this. It just has something to do with friendship. When somebody say, listen, I'm gonna be there for you. We ride or die. We there, and then all of a sudden they change. Like that's how I would certain things I went through when I started coming into the game. I was with a thing called Slammer Tracks. It was conversations. Oh, we a family. We a family. We are this. We are that. Next thing you know, when money started coming in and people and all this other stuff and people talking, all of a sudden I got turned on because everybody was looking at me. I had the most attention. I was, you know what I'm saying, the one that was looked at like, oh, it ain't him, it's me, it's me. Ozzy ain't the man behind this, I'm the man behind. You know what I'm saying? I had to separate myself from that because it would have got probably went to a different direction. So whatever I spent or whatever, I separated myself from it. Then I got down with Flex Entertainment, where in Brooklyn, in New York City, that it was a teen show in Brooklyn, which was the hottest show in Brooklyn. We had Brooklyn on Smash. That's where I got my popularity. That's how I learned how to host. That's how I learned how to, you know what I'm saying, like, just host, and get with the crowd. Did a lot of high schools and stuff like that, hosting a lot of dance competition. That's where OZZIEHYPE really was born, like really surfaced. And the same thing came in there. But we was always talking about we a family, we bonded, we this and that, we always stick together. And what happened? When money started coming to play, fame started building up in Brooklyn, and this and that, and MTV, a whole bunch of stuff. Guess what happened? I'm the outcast. Had to separate myself from that. And then I started doing stuff on my own. I started just linking up with my partner Ricky Indian, and we did Pure Lava. And then I started doing my own thing on YouTube because at my own pace, I have my own control where I don't have to worry about no negativity and people hating and stuff like that, unless they hating on YouTube. But it doesn't affect me because I'm gonna still do what I want to do because I like doing what I do. One thing I love doing is radio. I'm on the underground radio. I haven't made it to mainstream yet, and that's what I'm working towards. But if it takes a long time, oh well. At least I'm going to do it with a smile on my face to get to that point. But at least I don't have to worry about the negative. But the part about with Beanie Sigel is like, yo, he went through the whole Rockefeller, but his whole thing was like, yo, I'm going to make it on my own. I'm going to work for mine. And when he being down with the team, it was like a family. And he felt like being a friend of Jay-Z, he felt like that was his brother. And now he felt like his back was turned. That Jay-Z turned his back on him. That's a harsh feeling. Can't talk too much on it. I only got 10 minutes, but what I'm going to say is that I hope that it gets rectified. I hope these two come together and talk, because there's lack of communication. That's what it boils down to. I just hope that it could get rectified. But these three parts, yeah, everybody needs to look at this, because this is a serious, this is what goes on, and especially dealing in the entertainment business or in anybody's life. This is what goes on. Friendship. What is true friendship? What is true friendship? Do you know? And by the way, I just want to show you this real quick. This is a State Property shirt. Yes, I am a supporter of State Property. I love the shirts. They thick. It's good for winter. This is a long sleeve right here. So I do buy the clothing line. As you can see, the official State Property shirt right there, authentic. And yes, I do buy the products. So in fact, I'm gonna wear this today because it's a little cold outside. But I do support State Property. I support a lot of people. So and their clothes on is thick. It's like good material too. It's good. It's good material. But that's about it. Like I always say, never give live life to the fullest. Enjoy your life and smile, because it's good for the soul.